Peace, family. So I'm back with another one. Today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about you better believe it when you feel it. You know what I'm saying? They used to have the saying, you believe it when you see it, but we spiritual beings over here knowing we having a human experience. So believe it when you feel it. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of them pills that's extremely hard to swallow, is believing it when you feel it. And a lot of us tend to overlook these steps when our radars and detectors are going off when we're dealing with different beings and entities out here around us. And even the ones that's raised us, you know, those is like, for me, I like to start everything at the root. So starting at the root for me would be, okay, me being birthed, and then if I don't remember much from there, then it's the ones that raised me, so I can only use that kind of information and knowledge to kind of, you know, make my own analogy from there, my own analysis from there. So believe it when you feel it. Like, a lot of us experienced a lot of weird shit when we was younger, you know what I'm saying? We had a lot of things that was just off balance. It didn't sit right, you know. A lot of times where you may have been like in a good mood but just feeling really off balance because somebody else is giving you weird energy. You know, you meet people for the first time and something is telling you this shit is off, but because you don't see it, you just kind of let it flow, you know what I'm saying? But for me, understanding where I'm at now and understanding, like, I knew these things when I was younger, I just didn't have nobody to validate it, and I didn't have the knowledge to validate it myself, you know? You believe it when you feel it, you know what I'm saying? So believing it when you feel it, for me, is like, and I can just use a memory post from using our first time engagement, because these ones meant more, will have to be more so with dealing with like my living ancestors, my renters, my parents, you know what I'm saying? So believing it when I feel it, when I would look at all the situations that I've been in where I was in a position to kind of elevate, or it was like a congratulations kind of place in my life, that shit was null and void, you know what I'm saying? And I could feel that, you know what I'm saying? They always made sure that I felt that, but I would bypass it because of the material things that they would do, you know what I'm saying? If I would be with my sperm donor, which I only spent a couple summers up there with him, it would be, he always made sure he kept money in my pocket, or always made sure he kept me fresh, but he spent a lot of time off and about doing his own thing, you know what I'm saying? Just dropped me off at his main girl house while he went to go do his own thing. But I use those as an example, as saying, like, I still tried to have relationships with both of them after even experiencing that shit and then growing out of that space, you know what I'm saying? But the hardest part was when I got to that space of taking in more knowledge and information, and then it's like I'm putting everything together, and now it's like it hits, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are in a space, I am in a space, I was in a space to where I had to understand, like, whether it's their fault or not, they really don't give a fuck about me on a healthy level, you know what I'm saying? Or in a level where it's, I should just keep it at healthy, you know? They don't, because if it was, it would be different things in place to make sure that I'm a parent, so I can look at the situation and be like, all right, I'm making sure that I'm taking steps differently to make sure that these ones are moving better, you know what I'm saying? These ones are positioned better. Okay, I know that the 3D realm isn't all that serious, so let me make sure I focus on them spiritually. It's like, I gave my mini an example, like, you don't want to go to the store and get your bag of popcorn and you open it up and there's no popcorn in there. You know what I'm saying? The popcorn is the substance, you know? The vessels is the shell, the bag is the shell. So that's what we supposed to be doing, is making sure we're putting something in these bags before we send the next generation out there in the market with nothing inside of them. And just using the family as a close example, as like, not all of them, you know what I'm saying? Not all of them, because I'm just speaking as far as the ones that's exemplified for this situation. I do got a great aunt. She actually just kind of came through VA last minute for a family reunion, but she is amazing, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I always show her love, and I definitely want to do whatever I can as far as for the ones that have been there for me and the ones that I do try to reach out there for and do have a better relationship with. But as far as believing it when you feel it, that's no different than you walking into a job location, right? And it feels off balance, and it feels like things are being directed at you when people are communicating with you. Believe it when you feel it. Now, whether you want to take it on a personal level or not, I usually try not to take it too much on a personal level. It depends on the beings, you know what I'm saying? But I also understand that if I'm a vessel for the Creator, then I know that they're using this vessel to project their shit off of, you know what I'm saying? So it's always depending on the beings, depending on if I feel like taking it personal, you know? It all depends on that inner space. That's what we all get misconstrued on. It's like a lot of things happen in the inside within, and it's not always that easy to explain. But then that's why it's always with that saying, you know, believe it when you see it, when really, how much witchy shit do we have get done to us on a regular basis that because we don't see it with these two physical eyes, we don't want to believe it. But one thing that always keeps me firm in my belief as well is anytime I'm outside doing this, or anytime I'm outside in general, and I feel the wind. I feel the wind. I feel the wind. You heard how I said that, right? I feel the wind. You don't go outside and say, yeah, you see the wind outside? No, you go outside, you say, y'all feel that wind outside? You feel it. You feel it. You don't see the wind. You feel the cause and effect. You don't see the wind. You just feel the cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? Even if the wind blows up a bag and you see the bag blowing down, you're just seeing the cause and effect. You're not actually seeing the wind with these two eyes. It's even with smell, a lot of smells. Some people, clearly it's a small percentage that has, you know, abilities that I believe probably could see the wind or could see the smells, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying for the bulk of the people, we are not seeing the smells and we're not seeing the wind, you know what I'm saying? So that all should be a key to let you know that common sense isn't common anymore, and our invisible world, our spiritual world is way more present and is way more stronger than what we solely focus on when we focus on just the 3D in general, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's important to believe it when you feel it. Believe it when you feel it. If you out here trying to mingle and do things with, like, say you're trying to meet different male associates and you feel some weird shit in between the conversation or in between the engagements or whatever, believe it. You know what I'm saying? Because the thing is with me is like, I've never been the one to give off those weird witchy vibes unless I was intentionally trying to, because I didn't want to be bothered with that energy. I didn't like the energy. They would know that this energy, my energy, doesn't want to be bothered. So they would be able to put whatever word that they want to put on it because I would be projecting that. But outside of that, that's not how us light beings move, and that's not how we vibrate. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what X-Men you are, you know what I'm saying? You still an X-Men. It doesn't matter, you know what I'm saying? What position you playing, you still out here moving for the natural flow and the greater good of things out here. That's why I say it's important to believe it when you feel it. They don't want you to feel anymore, you know what I'm saying? So as long as you stay in tune and tapped in with your feelings, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be able to help assist you along your way. That's what connects us to this realm. It's being able to feel. Being able to feel. So if you're not able to feel, then that puts you over on the opposite side of the spectrum. So now you have no feeling, and we have feelings. So what are they doing with the ones who have no feelings? They basically are robots. You know what I'm saying? So it all goes hand in hand together. That's why it's important to know your belief system, what's going on, where you come from. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you follow the natural flow of life. You know what I'm saying? There's enough witches and warlords out here now that's already bringing this shit down and moving backwards. You know what I'm saying? It's already a lot of all of it. A lot of all of it. That's why it's important to believe it when you feel it. You come across somebody natural, organic, you know what I'm saying, a light being, you're not going to feel no kind of witchy shit coming from them. You may not agree with their point of views if y'all having a discussion, but you won't feel that other shit, you know what I'm saying, that the other people and the other beings and entities are projecting and sending over, you know what I'm saying. So it's just being mindful, you know what I'm saying. Believe it when you feel it. Don't wait for the physical signs. The physical signs is just a representation of what was already going on the inside. The physical is a representation of what was already going on the inside, you know what I'm saying. But I ain't want to run it up too long. Tapping everything down below. Peace and love to the kings and queens.